In today's fast-paced world, the idea of permanence strikes fear in many of us. We long for stability, to build our lives on what we perceive to be stable foundations. However, the truth is that change is what life is all about. The art of living isn't about getting rid of problems, it's about cultivating resilience and adapting to change. When faced with change, our natural inclination is to resist. We want to cling to what used to be, instead of accepting what is now. This resistance often leads to unnecessary suffering. What is impermanence? The fundamental truth of life is that everything changes. From the stars in the sky to the short-lived moments that make up our lives. Adaptability is the foundation of impermanence. It is the ability to adapt, to learn, to grow, even in the midst of life's storms. It is the power to bend with the wind, to find strength in flexibility. Learning to be at peace in the midst of impermanence isn't something you do on autopilot. It takes a deliberate change of perspective, an intentional growth of mindfulness. It's the art of seeing all things as they are, without attachment, and finding a deep sense of serenity. Our attachments are like anchors that hold us back in life's turbulent waters. They are created from our desire for things to stay the way they are. When we learn to let go of those attachments, we liberate ourselves from the burdens of holding on to things that can never truly hold us. Mindfulness is a way of being present in every moment, without judgment. It's a heightened state of awareness that enables us to see the ephemeral nature of everything with clarity and understanding. Through mindfulness, we learn that each experience, even if it's short-lived, has its own special beauty. Mindfulness doesn't mean that we don't need to plan or plan ahead. Instead, it encourages us to find a balance between planning and acceptance. Nature teaches us to enjoy the now while wisely planning for the future. As the seasons change, the flowers bloom and die, the rivers flow and change course. In the midst of this ever-changing world, we find beauty and harmony in nature's rhythm. We don't have to be afraid of change. It's an invitation to embrace change as part of the tapestry of life. As we begin this journey of acceptance, let us remind ourselves that it's not a goal, it's an ongoing process of evolution and self-growth. Change is where we find our true selves. Every step we take brings us closer to the peace that comes with living in balance with the flow of life. The foundation of resilience is the ability to withstand life's challenges. It's the ability to recover, find strength in challenges, and turn challenges into opportunities to grow. While adversity is often unwelcome, it's also an alchemy of transformation. Through adversity, we discover the depth of our strength and ingenuity. Instead of seeing adversity as a setback, we can see it as an opportunity to grow and develop. The core of resilience is a growth mindset. It believes that our talents and intelligence can only be developed through hard work and dedication. This mindset allows us to see setbacks not as setbacks, but as opportunities to learn and grow. Inner strength isn't a static thing, it's a dynamic thing that you can nurture. It's a blend of self-awareness, self-compassion, and a strong commitment to your values. This pool of inner strength is what allows you to be resilient in times of transition. Individual resilience is essential, but we're not cut out for the ups and downs of life. We're meant to be surrounded by a supportive community that provides support, encouragement, and reminds us that we're all connected. Through one another's experiences, we're reminded that we aren't the only ones facing life's unknowns. Self-compassion is the gentle embrace of yourself when you're struggling. It reminds you that you're imperfect, and that's okay. When you treat yourself with the kindness and understanding that we all deserve, it can be a source of comfort in the middle of a bumpy road. Celebrating our resilience is a way to celebrate the triumphs we've overcome in life's challenges. As we continue to explore the art of living with impermanence and building resilience, let us not forget that this is not an easy task. But with each step we become more aware of the ever-changing symphony of life, finding peace in knowing that we are a part of something bigger than ourselves. In this world of ever-changing impermanence, balance is the key. It is the balance between acceptance and action. It is the art of knowing when to accept and when to act. Balance is not a state of being, it is a dynamic dance. We learn to dance with the rhythms of life. We learn to be open to both the gentle lulls and the exciting crescendos of life. Presence is the foundation of balance. It's the practice of living fully in every moment, without being consumed by thoughts of the past or fears of the future. Anchoring ourselves in the present brings us stability in the midst of ever-changing currents of change. Balance is the ability to know when to let go and when to hold on. It's the wisdom to know which parts of our lives need our undivided attention and which can easily slip away. This wisdom frees us from the burden of holding on to things that don't really matter. When we seek balance, we often find that simplicity holds a great deal of wisdom. It's the ability to let go of things that don't matter. This clarity gives us a sense of freedom and serenity. To find balance in impermanence requires a willingness to embrace the unknown. It's an acceptance of uncertainty, a faith in the beauty of life's secrets. In surrendering to the unknown, we find unexpected strength. By harmonizing with the impermanent symphony, we come to understand that life isn't a series of individual notes, it's a continuous, ever-evolving composition. Every moment, every experience, is part of a greater whole. We become the composer and conductor, creating our own masterpiece. We are but threads in a vast pattern, formed by the hand of the impermanence of life. Through these chapters of our lives, we have journeyed into the core of change, finding the beauty of its flow. As we stand at that crossroads, ready to move forward, let us bring with us the lessons we have learned from the impermanence we embrace. Resilience to weather the storm, mindfulness to enjoy every moment, balance to dance gracefully in the midst of change. This dance is where we find our true selves, and in the embrace of impermanence, we discover the serenity that has been within us all along. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and share.